Just a little bit too much of this kind of slow sway involved there. Today at Henderson's lineup, we've got really exciting news for owners of single drive Cascadias, such as this Renegade Explorer. A really common complaint on these coaches is that slow sway you can get in them. Now, fully admit that these things drive awesome. You know, compared to a lot of other coaches out there, these are one of the nicest driving things you can have. However, especially compared to like a tandem drive Cascadia, a lot of you guys out there with the single drive units do note a bit more of this kind of thing, just that slow sway. So now we have a brand new solution for you with our Roadmaster 1209 159 rear anti-sway bar. So here it is. This is an 1.75 inch diameter unit. It does not require any drilling. It uses these bar pin bolts that hold that spring eye in place to the frame. No drilling required, and then it picks up your axle U-bolts there. And what's great about this, there's no anti-sway bar from the factory on these. You do have this kind of stiffener plate running from side to side on the single drive Cascadias, but no traditional anti-sway bar. So now with this anti-sway bar, we're going to do a lot more to control sway. Pretty common question is, you know, where do sway bars come in versus shocks versus the motion control units? Well, on this particular coach, he actually does have a set of aftermarket really strong shocks on here, but we just felt that there was still just a little bit too much of this kind of slow sway involved there. And some of what's going on there is just really the nature of how an anti-sway bar versus shock absorbers work in controlling sway. So the force that a shock absorber exerts is proportional to how fast the shock is being compressed or extended. So the slower that shock is being compressed or extended, such as when these things really roll over slowly, it's really a lot harder for that shock to be strong enough at that point to completely control the sway. Now, these aftermarket shocks, very strong units. They're definitely helping compared to stock, but we still felt more than what we'd like. And that's where an anti-sway bar comes in. So an anti-sway bar, it works not in proportion to how fast the coach is rolling one way or the other, but in proportion to how far the coach leans. So the farther the coach leans, the more this bar is going to be twisted, the more it's going to push back to keep that coach level. So really effective way of increasing your static roll stiffness and just providing more control in this coach. We've also got our motion control units. This is our SuperSteer product. We've just installed those as well. Really excited to see the contribution that those make as well. So those are effective in the really big changes in ride height from side to side, where you can get some cross flow of air from one side to the other, such as coming out of a driveway at an angle where the thing really will pitch over a lot. Those really help to limit that extreme movement from side to side in terms of sway control. So really hope this video was helpful. Encourage you all to like and subscribe if so. If you have a Super C motorhome like this one or any other kind of motorhome, we really encourage you to visit us, supersteerparts.com, 888-898-3281, or even better, come to our shop in Grants Pass, Oregon. You can get upgrades like this installed. You can reach us 541-479-2882, service@hendersonslineup.com. And until next time, we want to wish you all safer and happier driving. Thank you.
Talking steering, suspension, the tools of the trade. Shout out to SuperSteer Parts, upgrades made. From quiet campfires to the stars up above, every road is a story, every turn is a love.